If you're here, it means you think deeply about life, habits, and yourself. So take a breath and let's talk. Let me ask you something. How many times have you decided that from tomorrow you will wake up early, you will focus, you will finally be disciplined? And how many times did that tomorrow never really come? You're not lazy, you're not weak, and you're not broken. Discipline feels impossible for most people, not because they don't want it, but because their brain quietly resists it. Today, we're not going to talk about motivation. No routines, no productivity hacks, no 5 a.m. rules. Today, we'll understand why discipline feels so hard, psychologically. In this video, we'll explore why your brain avoids discipline, why knowing what to do still doesn't help, why modern life makes discipline harder than ever, and why the problem is not willpower. No advice, just awareness. Here's the first uncomfortable truth. Your brain's job is not success. It is survival and comfort. Discipline means effort. Discipline means discomfort. Discipline means delayed reward. And your brain dislikes delayed reward. That's why scrolling feels easier than studying, sleeping feels easier than exercising, postponing feels safer than starting. This is not a mindset problem. It is biology. Your brain constantly asks one question: what gives me comfort right now? Discipline gives rewards later. Comfort gives rewards now. And most of the time, the brain chooses now. Most people already know what they should do, what habits are hurting them, what changes they need to make. Yet, nothing changes, because information does not control behavior. Emotion does. When you're tired, stressed, lonely, or overwhelmed, your brain enters energy-saving mode. In this state, discipline feels heavy, focus feels painful, effort feels unnecessary. This is why you can make perfect plans at night and completely fail the next day, not because you lied to yourself, but because your emotional state changed. Discipline was never easy, but modern life has made it even harder. Constant notifications, endless content, instant entertainment. Your brain is surrounded by stimulation all the time. Earlier, boredom existed, silence existed, waiting existed. Today, every uncomfortable moment has an escape. And here's the psychological problem. Discipline requires boredom tolerance, but modern life has almost removed boredom completely. So, when you sit down to focus, your brain feels uncomfortable. It asks a simple question: why struggle when comfort is just one tap away? And most of the time, we choose comfort. Most people feel ashamed. They think, others can do it, why can't I? Something must be wrong with me. But discipline failure is not personal. It is a combination of mental fatigue, emotional overload, constant stimulation, and lack of recovery. You don't lack discipline. You lack mental space. A tired mind cannot be disciplined. Every single day, you make hundreds of decisions: what to watch, what to reply to, what to ignore, what to think about. By the time discipline is required, your brain is already exhausted, so it chooses the easiest option. This is why discipline feels strongest in the morning and weakest at night. Not because you are weak, but because your mental energy is gone. Self-control works best when life is calm, but most lives are not calm. Stress, fear, uncertainty, comparison, all reduce discipline. Under pressure, the brain chooses familiarity over growth, safety over progress. That's why, during difficult phases of life, habits collapse, routines break, discipline disappears, not because you stopped caring, but because your brain chose protection. Here is something most people never hear. Discipline is not built by force. It appears when resistance reduces, when life becomes simpler, when the mind becomes quieter, when stimulation reduces. Discipline is often a side effect of clarity. That's why some people look disciplined without trying. Their mind is not fighting itself. So if discipline feels impossible right now, don't judge yourself, don't attack yourself, and don't compare yourself. Just notice. Notice how tired your mind is. Notice how noisy your life has become. Notice how much comfort your brain is chasing. Awareness always comes before change. If this made you pause and think, you're exactly the kind of person this channel is for. We'll keep exploring the psychology behind everyday struggles, quietly, honestly, and without noise.